Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and what is going to be another kit lineup video. So this is going to be my August kit lineup. I have been going back and forth with this kit lineup because in August it is actually my husband and I's wedding anniversary, and I do have a particular kit in mind, but the more I look at it, the more I see it as maybe, because it's going to be our fourth wedding anniversary, and the kit that I have is kind of like, it's very anniversary themed, like it's red and there's champagne and there's like a cake and a marriage certificate. And the more that I look at it, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I might keep that until like our 5th wedding anniversary, so that would be next year. But then that obviously means that I have to supplement in another kit, and I don't actually have another kit that would kind of fit the anniversary vibes. I don't have another wedding kit. I don't have any sort of like floral pretty type kits, so I really don't know. So I just wanted to let you guys know that up front, because there is every chance that what you see in this in this lineup video, it may change. I'm fixed with 3 of them, but the other one not so much. So without further ado, let's go in and jump into it. You guys all know that from previous lineup videos, I've actually changed things around. So my July kit lineup, I actually changed. I think I changed my June one as well. So it just happens. Sometimes I actually wonder if it's worthwhile filming the lineup videos. I know that people like to see people's kits ahead of time. So if you do have opinion on kit lineup videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. I like to share it with you guys because I like to show off my kits, essentially. And ever since I've started doing voiceovers, my videos are a lot shorter. I haven't done a chatty plan with me in quite a while. Maybe I'll do one of those soon, but at the moment I'm just trying to catch up, so everything is kind of as quick as I can get it. But yeah, if you have an opinion on the kit lineup videos one way or the other, definitely let me know. If you guys aren't interested, I can definitely stop filming them and I can just go back to like standard hauls, play with me videos, that sort of stuff. But if you do enjoy seeing kit lineup videos, also let me know, because that means that I'll obviously know that you like them and I will keep doing them in the future. But for real this time, let's go ahead and jump into the okay. So this is the first kit. So for August, the week commencing the 1st to the 7th, I love when a new month starts on the 1st. On a Monday. It's great. This kit does look familiar to you guys, because as I was just saying, I did sort of shuffle and shimmy my kits around from July. So because I ended up substituting in 2 Stranger Things kits for my July lineup, it ended up being that I had overflow from July that I wasn't using. So rather than putting them back in my collection, I did have gaps in August, so I decided to just shimmy them down. It is still winter in August for us here in Australia. So I figured it would be appropriate to just use the kits that I already had in the lineup, as opposed to like bringing in new kits. It also means that it leaves space for any new kits that I might get. So I will just skim through this one really quickly, because if you have seen my July lineup video, you will have already seen this kit. But for anyone who's just watching this as a first time video, I obviously want to let you see the kit. So this is the first page. Absolutely love it. The cozy like cabin winter vibes. You've got like the girls, so it's kind of like a girls vacay or a girls snow trip. Very neutral color. You've got your browns, grays, and like a navy blue pop of color there. My favorite page, as you guys know. My favorite page, but patterned. I tend to like use everything on these pages, or most things from these pages nowadays. Apparently this is out of order, so we have our washi page and date headers, or date covers. We have these these 2 super fun boxes, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to make them fit in my lineup somewhere. Don't know how, but I feel like they'll be featured, just because there is a pop of color in them, and because for me, like winter and cozy weather definitely means board games and snacks. You don't really go out too much in winter here, especially at the moment with like the rain. It's just continuously rained for months on end. So this is very much winter vibes for me. You then have you've got some extra fashion girls here. So depending on what skin tone and hair color you'd like to use, you have the option to bring one of these boxes in as well. And then of course you have your extra washi strips and some extra functional boxes. This is very out of order. You then have some deco, some trackers, some work labels, your weekend banner, your glitter header page with your little headers. Does anyone else still plan with like the 3 glitter headers? Because I can't get myself away from that. But then I watch like Anna from Plannerface plan with just like 1 header at the top of the page, and it gives her a little bit more room. Like it frees up room for at least 1 more little thing. I don't do that though. I really should try. I feel like before 2022 ends, because this planner has been this year a mix of like more white space spreads than I would normally do, experimental kits, things like that, I feel like this is the year to finish my experimentation. Not that you ever have to stop experimenting, but then that way when I move into 2023's planner, I'll sort of know where I'm at. Because if you guys have seen any of my white space spreads, you'll know that I've kind of a little bit fallen in love with those. I just don't have enough foil and florals and things like that to make it work for every spread. So I don't know whether I want to lean towards that and just start building on my collection. At the same time, I always talk stickers with my husband. He has no idea what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I then sort of think, but when I go to events, so for example, or when we watch particular TV shows like Stranger Things, there is fan art and clip art that's released that you can then use to mark like watching, starting, finishing those shows. And if I was to move into like a more foil sort of pretty type planning space, I wouldn't be able to use those. Well, I could, but you get me. You kind of get one style and you kind of stick to that style. So again, any thoughts or opinions, definitely let me know. But I'm thinking that maybe for some of my spreads, I should try to be a little bit different, because I do generally just sort of plan the same, scatter my boxes, put my 3 glitter headers in, and then just move on from there. But maybe I should try with one of my kits that doesn't necessarily have all of the headers. Maybe I should try it and see how it'll go. We'll see what happens. But anyway, here you have your icon and layering sheet and some functional boxes. We have some more functional boxes here. You've got the tall box add-on, which I absolutely love. The sunset is beautiful. And then we are back to the start. And then as you caught a glimpse of just a minute ago, this of course came with a foil kit as well, because it was the mystery kit for October 2021 from Scribble Prints. So we do have this snowy foil bundle in silver. So you've got your glitter headers here, and you've got some box overlays. You have a double page of that because of course you want to make sure that you have enough boxes and enough headers. You have your bougie boxes for underlay purposes. 2 of those, of course. And then you have some scripts and some foil icons. And then last page, of course, which is upside down. I'm very organized, as you can tell. We have our washi sheet, some extra headers, and some date dots. I still don't like these bundles as much as I like the ones with the full circled icons. The full circled icons, in my opinion, just bring in extra foil. It distributes the foil a lot more through the kits. Like, I feel like these icons are too little. Like, it doesn't really do that. I don't know why they were discontinued. I did try to stock up on quite a lot of them in the recent foil sale. But Andrea's moved into this style, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so the next kit that I have in my lineup for August is this beautiful kit from Paper Muse Crafts. I actually bought this kit from a D-stash a very long time ago now, and I have never been able to use it. It has never fit in my lineup, and I figured that because of this style of kit, it is very much aimed at a white space planner, and I wanted to try my hand at using it because I think it is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, you've got those pops of beautiful foil. It is pink and blue, and pink is my absolute favorite color. You've got the florals, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. So this is the kit that I'm opting to use for the week of August 8th to the 14th. So like I said, this is a very much white space kit. There is only 4 sheets in this kit. So this is going to be one where I'm going to have to try and make my foils work, where I'm going to have to try and bring in extra bits and pieces, florals where I can find them, and really try to make it work. But I also really want to use it. And then as you can see, this is part of the reason as to why I'm torn between continuing to plan with like my fan art style plans, or to move into a more like foiled floral space, because I mean, it would mean that I'm using gorgeous kits like this all the time. So I don't know. But anyway, like I said, this is from Paper Muse Crafts. I did buy it from a D-Stash. I don't know if you can get this anymore. I don't know how old this is. It is called Snowflake, and absolutely beautiful. It does kind of give off somewhat Christmas vibes with like the little lights down here, and obviously because in America, in Canada, well, in most other places, Christmas is in winter, but for me it is not, so I'm obviously trying to use this in winter. The quote box says shake your flakes. Don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. I guess it's talking about snowflakes because the kit is called Snowflakes, but stunning. So then we move into the second page of this kit. So here you have your date headers. You can see they're on like a tarnished wood grain background. Your weekly trackers, you've got some habit trackers, some checklists or mini checklists, white space checklists, you've got some layering pieces, you've got some icons which will be good for the purpose of like white space planning. You've got some date dots should you choose to use them, and of course, as you can see, we are all foiled up. Moving into the third page, here we have, I think this is washi. Yep, so you could use that as like layering pieces, or you could put like a foiled box over the top of them. Up to you. You've got some deco and some florals here, some page flags, and then you've got some functional page flags, functional boxes. No foil on this page, so this is more of kind of like neutral type spread, or type page rather. And then we move on to the final page. So the final page is of course the washi page. I don't know how I feel about using two kits back to back with silver foil, but I mean, it's winter. I don't have any gold winter themed foil. I have hollow, but I don't think I have enough hollow to sub in. But again, you never know what's going to happen between now and when I lay my plans to paper, so stay tuned. But this bottom washi is absolutely stunning. And then we do have the foiled headers. So you've got kind of like this blue with flecks of silver throughout. You've got the pink. You've got 3 in a pale pink, and then you've got some patterned headers. So depending on how I feel and how much space I feel like I need to use, I might use this as my experiment. Maybe I'll only put 1 header across the top for this spread. We will see what happens. But that is that kit. So again, that is for the week of the 8th to the 14th. Okay, so for the week of August 15th through to the 21st, I'm going to be using this beautiful kit from Scribble Prints Co. This is the Netflix and Chill kit, and I thought it would be the most appropriate kit to use for our wedding anniversary. So 4 years married this week, but our anniversary fell on, I think it was the Wednesday the 17th, and naturally that is a work day. My husband's work day is quite long, so he doesn't actually get home until usually like 8:15 at night. So we opted to stay in and not really do anything. We did get takeaway, but yeah, so I figured that I would use this particular kit for that week. Because it's just a very chill at home. Like, obviously we don't have in and out in Australia, but we did get takeout, like I said, and this just kind of gives off relax at home but lovey-dovey kind of celebration anniversary type vibes. So these are the full boxes here, and then I might just swap out the in and out box for like one of these, just so that it's kind of more fitting to Australia. And then you have your work labels. You've got some weekly trackers here, some deco. You have your glitter headers, movie marquees, littles headers, layering pieces, icons, and functional boxes. Some more functional items with plenty of little things. Labels, or little things, I guess you could call them. And then, of course, you have that same page, but in the patterned variety. You have your bottom washi and date headers. And then we are back to the start. So yeah, that is the kit that I'm going to be using to mark out or celebrate the week of our 4th wedding anniversary, which was the week of August 15th through to the 21st. And finally, we are on to the last kit of this lineup. So this is the kit that I'm going to be using for the week of, excuse me car, please be quiet. This is the kit that I'm going to be using for the week of August 22nd through to the 28th. And then because September then starts within the following week, I will show you guys that kit as part of my October lineup. Sorry, my September. Did I just say October twice? So because we finish here at the 28th, the following week is the week of the 29th of August to the 4th of September. So because the 1st of September starts in that week, I will show you guys next week's, or the week after this, when I show you my September lineup, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like the more I talk, the more I'm confusing myself. So anyway, this is the week of August 22nd to 28th. This gorgeous kit is from Mum and Me Handmade Designs. They are an Aussie store. They make beautiful kits, both foiled and non-foiled, as well as a bunch of other icons, doodles, functional items, you name it. And the paper is absolutely beautiful. It's like that soft sort of buttery matte paper. Love, love, love. And when I saw this kit, I thought it was the perfect way to cap off winter and lead into spring, because we have the floral element. So we've got the bunches of flowers, we've got like the floral home, the floral shop, you've got everything that indicates like spring has sprung, but it is in a very winter colorway. So you've got like your blues, your deep purples and still. So it's almost like we haven't completely moved out of winter yet, but we're almost there and we're transitioning into the spring. So I just thought that this was absolutely perfect. And because it is leaning towards that hint of spring, but we're not quite there yet, even the quote box says grow happy thoughts. So it's sort of like the play on the idea of in winter, you sort of prep your gardens and you plant your florals for spring so that everything is all beautiful and lovely and colorful when spring really kicks in. So I just thought this was really, really cute. And I have had this in my lineup for the longest time. This was one of the first kits that when I got it, it went straight into my lineup because I knew when I wanted to use it. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I haven't been able to use it yet. So I'm very excited to be able to use this. So first of all, we have our full box and of course a quote box on the front page here. This girl is absolutely beautiful with her little floral dress. I don't know, the little dog with the tulips in his mouth. I just love this kit so much. The tartan pattern, it gives me life. These kits you can actually buy. Am I upside down? I am. These kits you can actually buy a la carte. So you can like take out what you don't want and sub in extras of the new stuff that you do want, which is what I've done, because again, for anyone who knows me, I am generally a no white space planner. So I like to have enough boxes to mark everything that I need to mark. So I did take out some of the other boxes like the tracking lists and things like that and bring in an extra of this page so that I had enough boxes. Fingers crossed. So here are all your functional boxes. You've got some glitter headers down the bottom as well. And then, like I said, I got a double of that page just to ensure that I had enough to plan with. And I'm hoping that that should be sufficient for me to be able to plan out my week. Although I am kind of looking at it and I'm thinking maybe I need to get another sheet, or I'm going to need to pull from my collection to make it work completely. I'm not sure, but we'll see how we go. And then here you have your like headers page. So you've got your headers up the top. You've got some extra, you can use this to layer things over, or you can use it in like the top left to mark the month, whatever you'd like to do. Have some deco pieces. We have a movie mark here. We have some date dots, some scripts and some scripts with icons. You have your washi sheet. So you've got the thicker washi and then a thinner element should you choose to wish it. I have no idea, you guys. I haven't finished my first coffee of the day yet, so can't speak. And then you have the rest of your glitters as well, or your glitter headers rather. And then we are back to the start. So that is the last of the kits that I will be using for August.